All right. So going forward now, more into the economics. Let's stop for a second and define economics. What is economics? We were consulted Oxford for this definition. All right. The branch of knowledge concerned with the production, consumption, and transfer of wealth. The condition of a region or a group as regards to material prosperity. Okay, these are definitions given by Oxford, dictionary, but I want to expand upon these a bit more so that they relate more specifically to African-centered liberation reality at the moment. Okay. All right, so we're going to go forward, just given the idea of what an economy actually is, according to Oxford once again. The state of a country or region in terms of the production and consumption of goods and services and the supply of money. Careful management of available resources. That is an economy, okay? So we've defined economics and economy. Right, now we're going to go into a more in-depth definition as provided by the Baba Amos Wilson in this book, Blueprint for Black Power. An economic system, like any other social system, is fundamentally founded on dynamically organized and systematic social relations of exchange within a community of persons and between communities of persons. An economic system does not come into existence because of the mere presence within the group or between groups of individuals or classes of individuals who possess or control commodities, items of use, value, money, and various services. In order for an economic system to evolve within a group, members of that group must choose to enter into ongoing organized social relations of exchange with each other based upon complementarity and mutuality of interests, purposes, values, tastes, means of production, and a functional level of trust and fidelity. The major difference that we have here is that whereas the previous definitions emphasize, goods, services, products, yes, this definition emphasizes people. Yes, an economic system is essentially, a relationship between people in relation to materials, goods, and services. Yeah, we have to do this because many times when we just begin to discuss economics, in the Black conscious community, we start off the conversation by talking about businesses and money, that we need business and money. This is understandable, but it's flawed, because that does not represent economics, okay? The existence of Black businesses does not necessarily mean that we have a Black economy. And so in order to turn our businesses into an economy, we have to have a conscious understanding of what an economy is, So we have to redefine our definitions here, okay? And stop reducing, just as much as we reduce culture, to song and dance and food, we must stop reducing economics to business and money, because economic systems that existed before money, okay, and are not essentially about money. All right. In the book now, Baba Amos Wilson draws from the research of this guy called Joel Kotkin. In a book called Tribes, How Race, Religion, and Identity Determine Success in the New Global Economy. And so in this book, Joel Kotkin is identifying the attributes, that define strong economies, okay? Global economies now, across the world, all right? And he says, the first one is a sense of mutual dependence that helps the group to adjust in the global economic and political order without losing its essential unity. That's a strong, so that's the first thing. The first thing, the foundation upon which people are developing strong economies, is first and foremost a strong identity, relating to each other as a group of people with a shared history and a shared destiny. Second, a global network based on mutual trust that allows a tribe to function collectively beyond the confines of national or regional borders. This is essential. If we look at the European world, how the European world operates, they developed this thing called the West. yeah, which is designed to unite them with a common identity across national borders. Yeah, at the moment, as African people, we are trying to assert, development as defined by Europeans within national borders created by Europeans. Disassociated and disconnected from our brothers and sisters around the world, and sometimes even next door to us, in the country next to us, and on the island across the water over there. So, and finally, the third component is technical knowledge. A passion for technical knowledge and other knowledge from all possible sources, combined with an essential open-mindedness that fosters rapid cultural and scientific development, critical for success in the late 20th century world economy. Yeah. Now, there's two things in that last one. The first one is that we have to understand that colonialism, as was explained by Walter Rodney earlier, was a process by which we were educated out of, technical advancement knowledge. That's the first thing. The second thing is that our relationship now with the West is one whereby we export raw materials for them to advance technologically and sell it back to us. So again, we are still in a process by which we are being disenfranchised from technological knowledge because we are employing other people, yes, to build our roads, build our infrastructure, and then so on and so forth. Yeah. So they're building up their own technical knowledge to our detriment. Whilst they are producing products, we are consuming, we are buying products from them. Again, culture, yes, is a productive endeavor. Yes. So when we're living outside of our culture, we are taking away the productive element from the people. This is all we're seeing right about now. This is the context of what we're seeing at the moment. Okay. Do encourage everyone to read all 800 and something pages of Blueprint for Black Power. All right. Then don't worry. Okay. So, we couldn't have a presentation like this without getting some words from the prophet himself, Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Organized society is always a mass of people, and as such cannot do anything explicit or by detail by themselves. Hence, the organizing of institutions to do the particular work that cannot be done by the masses as a whole. There are different kinds of institutions in a society, but each institution has its particular function, whether it be the church, the college or university, school, hospital. Our present civilization, in our present civilization, no society would be considered functioning properly if such institutions did not exist. Therefore, it is necessary for the Negro to pay close attention to developing an appreciation for institutional life. As I've already quoted Baba John Henrik Clarke, people rise and fall in the context of institutions. Yeah. So culture inspires the development of institutions, and the institutions organize the people around the people's culture. If what is at the center of an oppressed people is the oppressor's culture, the people will organize the institutions, around the oppressor's culture, even if the oppressor is not there. Papa Garvey goes on, it is not necessary or binding that he copies completely the systems, methods, or manners of these institutions, except insofar as they would go to help him to promote a higher life and in accomplishing the most of organized society. For example, we would say here, for example, because the flow of human civilization, has been defined by the domination of Europe, in relation to the rest of the world, they have done certain things there in terms of technological advancements that we can learn from. Okay, that we can learn from. But in learning from those things, we should be careful not to adopt their and seek to emulate their culture in its entirety. Yeah, that's what Papa Garvey is saying right here. Let's continue with the word, sounds, and power of the prophet. It is incumbent upon him that he also have and control his own institutions based on his own cultural and civilized idealism. His universities, colleges, and schools may engage in the same process of education, but with an adopted curriculum necessary for the particular benefit of the Negro. His clubs, academies, and unions should be modeled in the same way, with the absolute objective of attaining the end that is particularly desired by the race. Yeah? Clear. This is taken from the School of African Philosophy, which is compiled in the book Message to the People, which was published by Baba Tony Martin. The School of African Philosophy was the process that Papa Garvey was taking through the next cadre of leadership through, that was supposed to take over after himself and the leadership of that day. Okay, and so we see the development of new leadership in the UNIA from that time until now. All right, moving on.